Did you know that Dollar Tree is stocking more and more real wood? So many shapes and sizes that they're coming out with. My favorite are these long, thin pieces that we can use for so many things. They are going to make our project so much better. Everything's going to be more sturdy. Way better than that cheap like MDF stuff that you see out all the time at Dollar Tree. So excited that they're coming out with so much wood. Let me share with you some fun, genius ways that you can put these to good use. No power tools required. Also, a huge thank you to 2DOTS for sponsoring today's video, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, for this first DIY, we are putting several of these long 18-inch boards together to create a huge piece. This is going to be a large wall kind of organizer chalkboard, and I am obsessed with how this turned out. So to connect these, I'm using hot glue, but for long-term use, definitely invest in a wood glue. But for video purposes, I love to just use hot glue to get it done quickly so I don't have to wait on everything to dry. But I piece these all together. I'm going to put a little shelf at the bottom with 2 pieces of wood, and then I needed a chalkboard at the top. So the best way I could do this to get it custom fit to size is to cut down one of the cheaper like MDF signs, and I knew I could paint this and I'll be able to write on it. So the good thing about the MDF signs is that you can use like a razor blade or utility knife to cut this down to size so it fits perfectly, and I am painting it with some of the Dollar Tree chalkboard black paint. Now you could paint this any color because it is going to have a lot of writing on it. It's going to have hooks for like keys or organization, like your sunglasses on there. I wanted it to be kind of plain, so I'm going with white. I am kind of not just dry brushing on it, but doing it lightly so that you can see some of the wood poking out. And then I created this little shelf. It's just 2 of the thin pieces of woods. These are the shorter pieces, and I glued them together, and that's going to create the little shelf at the bottom. So you can see this was an Easter sign that I did recycle, so this is a perfect way to get to use these. And I am gluing the ugly side down so nobody is ever going to know. And then the hooks, I did pick these up at Walmart. Dollar Tree has some items out that you can use for hooks. They have some bigger hooks, but I love these little gold ones, and they're so easy to screw in there. I didn't glue the shelf down until that I had the screws in there because I knew that they would go through the thin piece of wood and want to kind of stick through the back. So for this shelf, I did want a tighter hold just in case I put something on there. So I am adding in some wood glue to give it a really sturdy hold. So many more projects coming up, so don't go anywhere. But I want to take a second to tell you about a new game that I have been loving and share with you more about 2DOTS, and thank 2DOTS for sponsoring today's video. 2DOTS is a puzzle game that's free to play, loved by millions of people, at over 115 million downloads globally. You have to go see what everyone's talking about and why everyone loves it. On 2DOTS, you get to solve challenging puzzles by connecting colorful dots. Yes, it sounds simple, but as you go along, you're going to learn strategic ways to get rid of each color dot, and you're going to get to enjoy weekly events like scavenger hunts, traveling different worlds, and treasure hunting. 2DOTS makes the perfect summer game when you're sitting out by the pool or get a minute by yourself to de-stress and unwind while you get to enjoy beautiful minimalistic designs with relaxing music. This is a game that you can play at your own pace, so it's not like anxiety driven by the clock or anything, but you actually get to kind of think strategically and figure it out. This really is like the funnest game. I've been playing this for a little bit now, and I have went above level 20, I think, and I have my husband on board. He's loving it, which makes it even more fun. We can kind of see which level that we're on, which ones that we're getting stuck on, or which ones that we're trying to earn our power-ups for. So it's so fun. Be sure to go click the link down in the description box, and it really does help my channel out if you do use that link to get it downloaded to your phone, but it is free for iOS and Android. Now, I have made ladders using like the toilet plunger or different wood pieces, but I thought it would be fun to create a new like flat decorative ladder. So this literally takes a few minutes to put together. I am using 2 of the longer boards as well as some of the smaller ones for the little steps on the ladder, and this is going to be decorative like for a tabletop. You could hang this up on the wall. You could add a piece of jute twine to it or rope. I did stick the piece of wood at the top and the bottom just to make sure that this is staying as straight as possible. I did leave a little bit of extra room at the top, so whenever I do set it on a shelf or something, I do have more space up there to decorate. But for this, I kept it super simple. I'm just going to be adding a wreath on it and a little word, but I think a ladder like this will be so fun to decorate for fall and Christmas. For this, I'm going in with some steel colored chalk paint. I'm painting the entire thing, leaving a tiny bit of wood exposed, and then going over that with some elephant, like a darker gray chalk paint, and just lightly dry brushing over that. Now I am going for more of a distressed look, so I did take some sandpaper. I love what it looks like whenever a lot of that wood shows through the edging, and it's also going to give it a lot of detail. So if I do decorate this very minimalistic, it still has like a ton of texture and detail going on. So glued what I wanted down in place. I already had this green wreath, but like I mentioned, you could switch out this wreath for every season, and you're never going to have to be storing this away. I feel like a framed glass piece of art is so high-end looking, so especially ones that don't have the backing on it. I am using some Dollar Tree glass from an 11 by 14 frame, and I'm going to use some more of this thin wood and frame the entire thing. So I'm actually using a yellow miter box and saw. I picked this up at Walmart, and you can very easily cut down any of this thin wood and make it the perfect size for your project. I cut this down to size, and then I'm going to be gluing this in place. Now for projects like this that I don't want to really glue it to the glass, I'm going to be using some popsicle sticks to hold all of the corners together. Whenever putting pieces like this together, you want to look for a wall decal sticker that has the clear backing. So I could cut this down to any size, and it's not going to have like an ugly white trim around it, but it is going to blend in. Now it is a frosted look, so it's going to show up. So to blend all of this in, I'm going to Mod Podge over it, and that also will keep this intact. It's not going to peel up, but it is going to blend in the edges of the stickers and make it look like it was meant to be one piece. These little photo hanger kits from Dollar Tree are really neat. They come with these little eyelet hooks. I'm going to be putting it directly above these wood corners and just screw them in place. Add a jute twine hanger. I added on a couple of beads, but this is going to be a really fun way to hang it, and it's going to hold so much better screwed into the wood rather than if I just hot glued something to the back. So Dollar Tree puts out like plastic trays, but I don't like decorating with them, so I wanted to create my own wooden tray. I'm using some of the thicker pieces, and I go ahead and glue that in a rectangular shape. For the bottom, because I do want to make this like a decorative tray, I am putting a piece of the MDF sign. Any will work. This is just a leftover Christmas sign. I cut it down to size, and then I'm going to be gluing it in the bottom. Before I attach it, I am adding a piece of decorative scrapbooking paper. My favorite place is to go to Hobby Lobby and stock up on them, but I thought that this one with the little script was perfect, and this is also something that will go into fall and Christmas really well, just having to change up the little decor on it. I was worried about putting white on this like off-white ivory script paper, but it actually looked really good. It blends into kind of my decor style. I have lots of whites, like I love bright white, but also bringing in tons of like ivories and light wood colors. But I glued this on top. I knew I needed some really pretty decorative handles, and instead of just like screwing handles on there, I decided to make my own with these wooden beads. I did pick these up at Dollar Tree a while back, but you can order beads on online or pick them up at Hobby Lobby. That's one of my favorite places to get them at. But I drilled holes in the sides and then just tied knots on the inside of the board. I'm obviously not going to pack heavy things in here, just use this for decorative purposes, but I love how it looks with the wooden beads hanging off of each side. You can also use these large pieces of wood to trim out some of the new Dollar Tree pegboard system pieces. I am putting 2 of the square pegboard pieces together and I'm going to create a frame all the way around it. So I really lucked out. 2 of these together make the perfect size for the 18-inch board. I'm going to use that for the sides, and then I did have to cut down the 2 wooden pieces on the smaller edges. I'm painting the entire thing gold and then using tower blocks to attach this so it doesn't fall out. And then you can buy separately little attachments that will help hang these up, whether you want to use the adhesive or screw this to the wall. This is a heavier piece, so I did end up screwing it to the wall. But since this was going in my craft room and I love pink and gold together, I decided to add this cute little pom-pom ribbon trim. So I did glue that on the inside before hanging it up. I love grabbing artwork at Dollar Tree, but a lot of the times I don't use the frames. So for this project, I am stealing the glass out of it, but I will be saving these 2 gorgeous prints for a different project. So using the glass, I cut down more wood pieces that would fit around this glass because I am framing it, but I'm creating like a tray. This is going to be used for like makeup or jewelry. This would be a great gift idea. Just make sure that you are putting it together really sturdy and using some strong adhesive. For me, I'm adding tons of hot glue, but putting in some pressed flowers. So the idea is to use 2 photo frames and then you can sandwich in these pressed flowers. I picked these up from Hobby Lobby, kind of arranged them how I wanted to, and then glue the wood around them. The thing is, since this is going to be a jewelry holder or something, I am putting it on a dresser or a table. I don't want it to scratch anything, so I am using some felt that I picked up at Dollar Tree, gluing this down in the back so the glass isn't going to scratch any paint or cause any damage. Another awesome way to use these is to attach a lot of them together to create a pallet sign. So whenever I used to set up at craft shows, we sold tons of pallet signs and we were ripping up boards and nails and it was a big deal. So maybe it is a lot cheaper to go to Home Depot and you can have them cut it and save money, and that is great if that works for you. But it is so convenient whenever you know what project you have in mind, just picking it up, spending an extra few bucks at Dollar Tree to grab these pre-cut pieces. So for like this project, I am gluing it together to make a pallet sign, but this is so easy. I paint it whatever color I want and go ahead and decorate it, and I'm not having to use any power tools. For this, I'm using the truffle brown color chalk paint, and I paint the entire thing, sand it down, but then I am going to be going in with some mineral color to kind of change it up. I did add some greenery and ribbon to the top. This is something you could customize. You could put your last name on it, but I think it would be a great fun project to make for fall and Christmas time. But right now I just wanted to make something that I could leave out like all year, but I did go ahead and decide to add some colorful flowers. An incredible thing about making DIY pallet signs is that if you do it right and you're careful and you make the back pretty, you can make these reversible. So I didn't do it on this project, but this would be so easy to flip over, add a pumpkin or something, make it reversible for fall and Christmas, or maybe even like Christmas and springtime. However it works for you, but I feel like this turned out really cute, but so many ways that you could make this your own style. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Let me know what projects that you've used for these real wood pieces. I love working with real wood. Obviously, I use it all the time on my channel, and I think it is so helpful. The Dollar Tree keeps putting it out in different shapes and sizes. Be sure to go check out 2 Dots down below. Click the link and start having a blast. I really enjoy this game. Like I mentioned before, it's a perfect game for de-stressing, sitting by the pool, a perfect summertime game just to get your mind off of all of these crazy things going on right now. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting. Bye.